Season 2 of Global Soul Kitchen joins chef and best-selling author Deborah Vantrece in the kitchen as she brings more twists to her global soul food style of cooking. And joining me now on what we can expect from Season 2 is celebrity chef Deborah Vantrece. Great to see you.
To be seen.
Now, chef, here's the thing. Like, when I am talking to chefs, here's the thing. I wish I could be with them in person because I want to taste your food. I want to be in the kitchen with you, sampling all of this amazing cuisine that you're preparing.
Well, tune in and you'll be right there in the kitchen with me.
So, what can we expect from Season 2?
You should expect bolder recipes. I took a little bit more leeway and kind of went a little bit more out of the box, Traditions, I love traditions, but I think we should build upon them and make new ones. And so, I've got some great new dishes that I want everyone to be introduced to. I think they're easy to follow, and they're quite delicious. So we're going to take a little bit of a global trip through Jamaica, through Asia, through Germany, through Italy. We're going all over the globe again this year with some delicious, delicious cuisine.
So, chef, how do you find your inspiration? Because, I'm from the South, and I think of soul food, and I think of a certain style of food from the South. And how do you find your inspiration around the world globally and then combine that together with something that we identify with that is then something in its own, it's a new creation?
When through my travels, I've looked around and I've tried things. And generally, when I eat something, it's just natural for me to compare it to something that's already familiar to me. And through that just natural process, I think that we all do, you taste this and say, you taste rabbit. And what do we say? It tastes like chicken, so we just do that naturally. And I just seem to have this little knack for taking it a step forward and thinking, if we did this with it, it could taste like that, or it would remind me of something that's familiar. And that's pretty much what I do. I can't help myself. It's just something that is a natural process in my twisted brain.
I got to say, you are so creative. I love when you mix things together and somehow it works. Have you ever put something together that you were just like, holy smokes, wow. Those are two random things. I put it together and it just has blown my mind. That is amazing.
One of the easiest recipes, and it sounds real strange, but it to me is absolutely delicious, is a Polish dill pickle soup that I pair with like a barbecued salmon. The dill pickle soup, when I first heard of it, I thought, oh my God, what would make somebody think this would be good? And I actually made it, and it was absolutely delicious. But I thought, I love salmon. Salmon and dill go together. What if we just added that little bit of taste together? What could we get? And what it turned out to be was absolute magic. But pairing that with some biscuits, just some regular old biscuits, down-home biscuits, to bring it back to the South a little bit more too. Yeah, and it was something I thought about. I'm like, oh my God, you went through the whole first season and you didn't do a biscuit, and you call yourself a soulful Southern girl. We have to do better. So yes.
Is there a culture somewhere or a country in the world that you really identify with, that you really just love their culture and their cuisine?
One that really stood out to me, or the first one, let's put it that way. The first one that stood out was Spain. I really, really enjoyed the foods of Spain. And, just the European way of eating, they take their time. There's courses upon courses. There's plenty of wine flowing. I think they defined what good eating is about. Not necessarily the best food all the time, because there's some things I'm just not with it. I don't really care for it. But just that idea of sitting amongst friends and having fun and enjoying your meal. I think that piece, enjoying the meal, it sets really, really well with me. And I try to base, my meals and my recipes on that concept.
Chef, thank you so much. Great to visit with you. You are amazing. Global Soul Kitchen Season 2 is airing currently Monday nights on FYI.
Thank you.